let's carry on with
How's it going, y'all?
my friend Tim, Buzz Sawyer.
Tiny House. I wasn't going to play this tonight, and when I was leaving out of the door, my son Seth said, "Dad, you're going to play Wild West, aren't you?"
I'm going, please do. Please do. It's one of my favorites, too.
You know, it's I don't know, it's become kind of a family favorite. This song was about Grandpa Sawyer, actually. He had a little late onset Alzheimer's, and he started losing his mind a little bit. You know, it's called sundowner syndrome. So after midnight, he wakes up wide awake. And because he read a lot of Zane Grey, I think he all of a sudden became the cowboy. And so it was inspired, this song, to write about Grandpa, because everyone thought he was freaking out, but he was really just becoming the cowboy. I think he was in a really, actually, a great space. I know that Alzheimer's can be a misery for a lot of people, but I think for Grandpa it was an escape to a fascinating world of make-believe. And I think sometimes the disease is misunderstood, but we all have our different experiences. But I used to go over, and when Grandma called at 3 in the morning and said, "Grandpa's trying to get out," and I went over and said, "What's going on?" And he goes, "Timbo, saddle up the horses. We got to get out of here. This lady's trying to get me in bed with her." Grandma, of course, she's, I don't know, probably 80 and 200 pounds bigger than she was when she was 20. So all he remembered was this 20-year-old that he married. And so anyway, we would saddle up the horses, make-believe horses, and we'd walk around the neighborhood for a couple hours and get Grandpa tired and finally get back home. So this is Wild Wild West. Last night I nearly lost my mind. The tumbleweeds, they were rolling by. My horse is thirsty, I need a place to retire. There's a cowpoke town just a mile up ahead. Last time I saw you there, I was better off dead. Bullet in my head. Nights on the range speak so quietly, silence is strange. The people you meet in the shadows on the streets. Whatever happened to the wild, wild west? Whatever happened to the wild, wild west? Whatever happened to the wild, wild west? Wild, wild west. Wild, wild west. Wild, wild west. Going places I've never been, sipping through the mud of a psychopath's head, dragging down the scum in the books you've already read. places I've never been, sipping through the mud of a psychopath's head, tracking down the scum in the books you've already read. Nights on the range speak so quietly, silence is strange. The people you meet in the shadows on the streets. Whatever happened to the wild, wild west? Whatever happened to the wild, wild west? Whatever happened to the wild, wild west? Wild, wild west. Wild, wild west.